we need to acknowledge he's an integral part of New Japan Pro Wrestling right now, Robbie Eagles.
Yeah, it's a great point you make, Chris. He is an integral part of Australian wrestling, but even saying that, an integral part of New Japan, a multiple-time IWGP champion in New Japan, a huge opportunity for Carter Deams, because you better believe he's going to want to send a statement tonight. And Robbie is looking fantastic. He's riding high off a Coliseum sword win. And this is a mouth-watering matchup of a great talent in Australia and an upcoming talent. Robbie just loving this crowd. The sniper loves it. The crowd love him back. Newcastle! And like we said, some people there yelling out about, oh, Carter Deams straight into it, just went straight for Robbie. And Robbie was out of the way quickly. It's an interesting plan by Carter Deams. Get at him fast. Oh my goodness. Carter Deams responds. Robbie Eagles though, coming out fast here. Reacting to what Deams is doing. Oh, almost mocking him. Robbie's having fun tonight, Chris.
Well, it's a homecoming, it's a party for Robbie Eagles, Rose, there's no doubt about it.
He cannot take a boy like Carter Deams lightly. You ask anyone in this country, Carter Deams is on the tip of everyone's tongue when they talk about the future talent coming up.
When you ask people about Carter, they never use the word shy.
No. And arrogance, something he learned from the great Grayson Waller. Robbie's got the technique here. You're not going to whip him to the ropes that easily. Carter Deams, such an attitude on him, Chris. If only he focused a bit more, how amazing and talented he would be. But the attitude gets results. Robbie Eagles with some fantastic technique here. Off the ropes, underneath Carter Deams. Again, Robbie Eagles. Beautiful. Oh, spinning kick to the face, and Eagles is on fire.
He is in supreme form right now, Rose. As you mentioned, he won Cobalt Steel at PWA's Coliseum last month.
Here's a pin. Two. Kick out at two by Deams.
But you mentioned Carter Deams has got attitude. If I had his strength, speed, skill and athleticism, well, it wouldn't be me, but I'd have attitude too. Carter
Deams saw the Ron Miller special getting on early there. Robbie trying to lock it in. He's won so many matches with that. He won a Coliseum sword with that. Carter Deams got to the ropes. But look at this absolute technique by Robbie Eagles. This is why he's been part of New Japan. This is why he's been an integral part of this whole... Oh my goodness, Deams just snapped Eagles.
That's just really stunned Robbie there. But Rose, I think if I'm right, the last time we saw New Japan in this country was when Robbie Eagles might have made a transition in his New Japan career.
It's a pin kick out at two by Robbie Eagles. Yes, at one point he was Bullet Club, and we will talk about Bullet Club and their actions later tonight. Oh my goodness. But now he is, Robbie Eagles is part of Chaos. And for those of you not aware with New Japan, being part of Chaos is not an easy feat, an absolute honor. For Robbie to be part of Chaos, he knows it, we know it, and it just shows how great he really is that he can be part of such a historic group like Chaos in New Japan.
Anyway, that sort of history seems to mean nothing to Carter Deams at the moment as he stomps on Robbie Eagles, who's in genuine distress at the moment, Rose.
I think the more that Robbie Eagles' accolades are put in front of Carter Deams, the bigger target Robbie looks to Carter Deams. He wants to make a point. He's made his whole career off surprising people, upsetting people, and doing it with attitude. Robbie Eagles is one of the toughest, though. A kick out at two. Robbie's trying to transition into the Ron Miller special. Carter sees it coming again. And a big boot to the face. He's good, Deams. He's good.
You did pick it, Rose, and it did surprise me, but Deams is definitely trying to counter speed with speed here.
He's a pin. Kick out at two by Robbie Eagles. Yeah, he's trying to play Robbie's game, which is working for now. Carter Deams is incapable of letting anything get past him. It just makes him angrier.
I think Carter's wishing he had his own chant, though.
He's a pin. Kick out at one by Robbie Eagles, staying alive.
Oh, dear.
Now Carter Deams is now yelling at the referees, being disrespectful.
Yeah, gave referee Edmund a bit of a serve there, Rose. Didn't seem necessary.
He's an angry man. Forearms to Robbie Eagles. Robbie looks stunned, Chris.
But you see there, Deams, he's distracted by the crowd, Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, Robbie Eagles is more than anyone can handle at the best of times. He has got to stay laser focused here.
Crowd starting to get behind Eagles now.
One bandana's been kicked to the side.
Disrespectful.
Terrible.
The biggest amount of disrespect you can show in Australia is kicking one of Robbie Eagles' bandanas. Robbie over the top. Forearms to the face here by Eagles. Deams again responds every time he has responded so far. I think Robbie's a bit stunned by how hard Carter Deams has come out here. And he's nullified everything Robbie has almost thrown at him so far. Smart by Eagles though, going down there. That was just great evasion. And look out, the sniper! Oh, takes out the knee!
Beautiful springboard into the double knees, the double boots there. And that's taken Deams right out of the equation, but Eagles doesn't look well either. Referee Edmund starts to administer the count, Rose.
Well, Robbie, you know, he's taken a beating so far in this match, but that one moment there stopped the momentum. He chopped the big tree down that is Carter Deams. That sniper-esque springboard into the knee absolutely takes a big man off their legs. And Robbie has the time and space now. He just needs to stay focused. And who's more focused in Australian wrestling than Robbie Eagles? Against the ropes. Oh, huge kick on Carter Deams. Deams in trouble now. Robbie's firing up.
He definitely sees this crowd as a huge advantage, Rose.
Double knees into the corner, rolls through. This is classic Eagles here. Deams is ready for it again. He has read the Robbie Eagles playbook, and he wasn't ready for that. Again on the bad knee. Robbie Eagles, oh, the double knees right into Deams.
Oh, that stunned Deams.
Yeah, he might be in big trouble here. He's a pin by Eagles. Kick out at 2. Deams almost on instinct is kicking out now. I think Robbie knows what he needs to do. He's had many a victim in this position. He's going for the historic Rod Miller special. A true part of Australian wrestling right here. Again, Carter Deams is ready for it, Chris. I'm impressed by how much Carter Deams has been prepared, but nothing prepares you for that.
No, that took his knee into a very, very uncomfortable and unusual territory, Rose.
And Robbie might be sending such a message to this young man that he might not be able to compete for a while if he keeps doing this damage on his knee. Now Robbie Eagles climbing up to his happy place, the high red district. The sniper wants to fly. He's up, incoming! Oh, and he rolls through. Carter Deams moves. Eagles with a kick to the face. Again, off the ropes. Deams has got it. Oh my God! Deams has dropped Eagles face first. This could be a massive upset. Oh no, Deams! Deams has got this. What a win! 1, 2, incredible! Oh my goodness! And you can see the anguish on Carter Deams' face. Chris, that was close.
I think this entire room was convinced that Deams had that one, Rose, but Eagles, the spirit that he has, the guts, the determination, the wanting to survive, keeps him in this match. A damaged Deams is actually going to the high ropes, Rose.
This is interesting for Deams.
It seems unusual, doesn't it?
He's trying to play Eagles' game. Could be a mistake. Deams now in a precarious position. Robbie's been able to cut off the space. Deams is just trying to palm him away. That was a punch. That was almost a close fist punch, I think, to the face. Gotta be careful with that. And Eagles now up in a very dangerous position with Carter Deams. Deams striking for dear life. Oh, Jesus, Robbie's been pushed. Deams on the top, look out, Deams! Oh, my goodness! Robbie in big trouble. Can Carter Deams do this? He's up top, Deams! Oh, what a frog splash! Here's a pin! 2, 3, oh my God!
That is extraordinary. A huge frog splash from Deams. Eagles still out, but he was able to kick out at 2. Referee Edmund basically reading the riot act at Deams, who's now trying to punch his knee back into life. He's got all sorts of problems.
All these years, Chris, we're still surprised at how Robbie Eagles shows heart and determination and fight. We should be used to it by now. But when you think he's done, or package pile driver maybe, by Deams, this is very dangerous. Eagles just finds a way. His technique is incredible. And a 2 count as Deams stays alive. Kick to the midsection. Nothing against, take nothing away from Carter Deams. He went to go for it again. Almost won in the match last time. What's Eagles doing? He rolls through, oh my God! Eagles! Here's a pin, 1, 2! A kick out just before the 3. This is a fantastic match. Oh, Eagles with a kick to the back of Deams' head. And Eagles smells blood, Chris. Getting back up the top again. Will he go for the 450 again? He's aiming for the knee. Oh! A 450 on the knee. Ron Miller special incoming. Locks it in. Deams is in trouble in the historic Ron Miller. And he taps.
Here's your winner via submission, Robbie Eagles.
A fantastic showing by Carter Deams. No one can deny that, but Robbie Eagles is on another level, Chris Gale.
Carter Deams, so impressive, Rose. For Robbie Eagles, he saw the left knee, was in great distress, and the 450 followed by the Ron Miller special. All over, baby. Another win to the great Robbie Eagles.
Championship defense now underway. Magic Mark starting things off against TJ. Interesting. Magic Mark showcasing the power early. A little bit of a size and weight difference here, no doubt. The thing about the Pretty Boys, they know how to use that to their advantage. You can almost guarantee, oh my goodness, that TJ and Trent would have come ahead with some kind of game plan. Magic Mark slamming TJ face first off that canvas before Sean Tohi get busted open just before. If TJ's not careful, he's going to end up looking the same way. There we go, side headlock applied by TJ. Mark sends him off, meets in the middle. TJ not able to take Mark off his feet. TJ the taller of the two competitors. Bit of a push in the face there. And that's what the Ungrateful ones are all about. No respect, just business. Oh, another. TJ is walking on extremely thin ice there. He is poking the bear, so to say. Mark following through. Oh my goodness! And here comes Richie. Double back body drop right onto the shoulder of TJ. Trent in the ring now. Double hip toss. And that's what the Pretty Boys are all about, getting into their opponents' heads. And the power on display, sending their opponents, the Ungrateful ones, crashing to the outside. Referee Lloyd's got to get control of this matchup. Mark's not the legal man at the moment. TJ and Trent spending a few seconds just to focus, realign. Their entire careers have brought them to this point. This is what they've been wanting for months now, a shot to become Tamashii Tag Team Champions. Now they're looking down the barrel of two different guns. Oh, miscommunication from the Pretty Boys there. Oh. There's a lot of area to work with when you're trying to chop the Pretty Boys. Oh, turnabout's fair play. And that's a bit of a proverbial win. It's not the win that's needed to become champion, but they'll take it nonetheless. I don't know if the Pretty Boys have ever been in the ring against a team that can go tap for tap with them like that. Trent Hooper now in the ring. Trent won't back down from a challenge. Trent, fantastic athlete, will not back down no matter what. Oh my goodness! Maybe he should have backed down from that one, no. Trent now squaring off against Magic Mark. Oh, that's... I don't know the wrestling term for that hold.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Well, this is an unorthodox style of offense that has made the Pretty Boys so popular all across New Zealand. Oh, poor Trent. No, no, no. And to the strength of Trent Hooper, that would make a lesser man tap out. I could never. That is something that you can feel just by looking at it. Trent set off the ropes with aggression. Oh, beautiful shot to both sides of the head. Throwing off marks in the air, maybe. That might have been a mistake, though, trying to get in the face of Richie. Oh, that's not a mistake, though. Thumbs to the eyes. Now both of them. Richie's beside himself. He's got to get Lloyd to turn around. Oh, and Trent with the cheap shot as Richie's getting back out of the ring. As I said, you knew the Ungrateful ones were going to come up with a battle plan. Such a great tag team, such great chemistry between these two young men. Oh, choking the big man, using all of his body weight, pushing down. Oh, and the eyes again, the eyes again. Pretty Boys are going to have to look to get a sponsorship with Specsavers if this keeps happening. Ungrateful elbow drop into the cover. 2 count on Mark, who just gets the shoulder up. Mark blinking a lot. No doubt trying to recover, trying to get some of the eyesight back. And Trent right back on him. Rubbing that forearm. This is what's made the Ungrateful ones so successful to this point. But Trent needs to be careful putting his hands on referee Lloyd like that. Mark doesn't know where he is at this stage. So he's not going to see these shots to the midsection coming. Drop kick into the corner on Richie. Big corner splash to Mark. The Ungrateful ones are rolling now here among the day. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Magic Mark fighting back. He's got to crawl to the corner, but his tag partner's not there. I don't think he even realizes though. The tricks of the Ungrateful ones coming into effect now. Mark has no idea that Richie's not there. The Ungrateful one's able to build some momentum back. Beautiful jumping drop kick. Double team maneuver, suplex left into the assisted slam. The splash from TJ. Ooh, Mark just rolls the shot up. We nearly had new champs right there. TJ trying to get Mark back to his feet. If the Ungrateful ones can keep this pressure on, there's no reason they can't walk away tonight as your new Tamashii Tag Team Champions. Oh, trying to get the big man off his feet, delivering some more midsection shots. It's just apparently not on the cards for right now. Oh, Mark's up! Spinebuster! Richie's back up on the apron. Mark's got to get to the corner. TJ needs to tag out too. Both men down, legal men down. Both corners reaching, pleading, begging for their partner to reach out and tag them in. Who's going to get there? Richie's tagged in. Trent's tagged in. Oh my God, Trent's head almost taken off. Richie is rocking and rolling here in Mangere. Pop-up slam!
10 minutes.
Oh my goodness. The kick out, but no. The float over, step over. Single leg Boston Crab applied. Right in the middle of the ring. Imagine the weight of someone with the body size of Pretty Richie bearing down on your knee. Trent is clawing his way to the ropes. He's got to break this hold. He made it. Richie's got to break the hold and he just pulls it with ease back to the center. The big man has it in deep at this stage. Is Trent going to tap out? Oh, Trent's fighting. This is what has made Trent Hooper such an absolute amazing wrestler to watch. His inner determination and the tag team chemistry paying off again. Ungrateful ones able to get Trent to the ropes just in time. TJ and Trent are such a cohesive unit. They know each other so well. But what damage has had to have been done to that knee of Trent Hooper? Struggling to his feet. Richie's got him up. This is not going to be good. Oh, big elbow shots to the side of the head. Trent staying, keeping that work up. Richie's out on his feet by the looks of it. Hooper's knee's got to be killing him. He's fighting through the pain though. Big collision. It's going to take more than that to take Pretty Rich off his feet. The big man's down to one knee. Trent with the repeating clotheslines now. Oh, throat chop. Trent off the ropes now. Up, Samoan drop. Hooper showcasing his determination. The Ungrateful ones have a chance to make history tonight. They are not going to let that slide easily. That Samoan drop though from Pretty Rich will drive the wind out of your body. Rich on the offensive now, stunned momentarily. Blind tag. Trent with a big crossbody. I don't think he realizes though. Trent's not. Oh my God! What a splash from TJ into the cover. How was that not it? Oh, looking for their double team move. The drop kick into the spine buster. It's how they became #1 contenders in the first place. How are they going to do that on a man the size of Pretty Rich though? The power just showcased. Caught! Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, what a suplex! Pretty Rich has got to reach out, he's got to tag in Mark. TJ's all alone. Mark is on the hunt. Uh-oh. Mark maybe looking for that Uranagi. Big forearm shot from TJ. You want to talk about a man who's not afraid to trade shots with the best of the best. Uranagi slam! Into the pin. TJ with the kick out. Mark has put away multiple people with that maneuver in the past. Looking for another one. Slam into the corner. Big up. Big Uranagi. Oh my goodness. Hooper breaks up the pinfall. That could have been it. That should have been it. The Ungrateful One's still alive in this matchup. The two non-legal participants trading forearm shots in the ring. Trent Hooper back to his repeating clotheslines, resuming the work he had already started on Rich earlier.
15 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Hooper sent crashing to the outside. Super kick from TJ. Looking for a cutter perhaps. Super kick of his own. Oh no. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Are we about to see an Oreo? The double splash. Looking for the... No! The Oreo's usually the double splash followed by the up top down low. They couldn't quite complete it. Hooper saving the matchup for his team once again. Willing TJ to his feet. The Ungrateful Ones have wrestled control back again in this matchup. Uh-oh. Both caught. Oh my God, Super Collider Slam in the middle, followed by a double World's Strongest Slam. And still.
Here's your winners. And still, your NJPW Tamashii Tag Team Champions.
What an absolute showcase here by the Pretty Boys tonight.
Cocktail, Toothless,
The Tamashii faithful erupting for Toothless Nico Bell. A consistent fan favorite here in Mangere. Matchup underway. This is going to be a great clash of styles, David Dunn. Devin emphasizes that European, brash, aggressive, brawling style. Comes from an MMA background, loves to mix it up with strikes, submissions. He'll wrap you up faster than you blink.
A little over 2 years ago, early 2023, Cian Devin packed up everything he knew, left it behind in Ireland, moved out here to the New Zealand dojo to dedicate himself to the craft of professional wrestling. Ever since, he has been looking for a platform to truly showcase his skills. And tonight, with perhaps the most people watching in regard to the Tag Team Championship, there is no better stage to display what you have learnt than this. Cian Devin, one-on-one with Toothless Nico Bell.
Look at the start. What jostling for position. Collar and elbow tie-up. Neither man wanting to give.
And again, right back to the collar and elbow tie-up. Not necessarily pretty, but very effective, and that speaks to the style of Toothless Nico Bell. This is a man who had an epiphany when one of his teeth was knocked out on the ice hockey field. He realised, why not bring that unbridled aggression back to the professional wrestling ring? And ever since, it has been all uphill for Toothless Nico.
David, you and I have seen Nico Bell for years here on the New Zealand circuit. These last few years, he has stepped up his game something tremendously, really becoming a standard bearer, not only for New Zealand wrestling, but specifically within the Fale dojo as well, guiding a lot of his younger talent. He's such a fantastic athlete, and we're going to see here on display how he's leveled up in such a tremendous way.
Talk about that levelling up. Beautiful technique from Nico Bell. Yes, he can throw down in a hockey fight on central ice like the best of them, but boy oh boy is he proficient as a technical grappler as well. Devin got to be careful to avoid having his shoulders down while trapped on the mat in this headlock.
Here's the thing, Devin is comfortable in this position. He's familiar with this. He spent years training to fight on the ground in this position. Short, sharp elbows to the midsection of Nico Bell, breaking the grip.
Devin sent off the ropes. Leapfrogs over.
Nico spins through. Gains control again.
Back at square one for Cian Devin. A very frustrating position to be in.
Devin using all the tricks in his arsenal, trying to grab at Nico's hair there just to get an advantage. Referee Dan Wood in perfect position to see everything happening.
Right on top of those shoulders being down as well, but things starting to get a little bit more gritty with that handful of hair from Cian Devin doing his best to break out of the side headlock. So far, things resembling a good technical professional wrestling match, but the signs are there that this one could devolve into a hockey fight at any given notice.
Yeah, there's definitely some aggression here between these two very competitive athletes. Oh my God!
The impact just about knocked us off our chairs.
Huge back body drop.
Cian Devin in trouble as Nico Bell takes over. And again, the side headlock returns Devin to the mat. Cam, how frustrating must this be? Time and time again, Cian Devin finds his way off the canvas, and time again, Nico Bell finds another way to reintroduce him to the mat.
Devin is such a competitive athlete. This will be grinding his gears. I don't know if this will work necessarily to Nico's benefit or to his detriment, because winding an athlete of the caliber of Cian Devin up may not get the results that you want.
And we saw Devin attempt a fish hook there to try and break out of the side headlock, now able to do so with some shots to the midsection. But so far, it feels as though Devin is wrestling this matchup in more of a similar style to Nico Bell than we had perhaps anticipated, and Nico Bell, for his part, wrestling a match that perhaps more resembles the style of Cian Devin.
Absolutely. The Tamashii faithful here in Mangere trying to get Nico Bell back into this matchup.
5 minutes have elapsed and neither man with a clear advantage so far. Perhaps this is Devin's moment to step into the driver's seat. The shoulder block. Bell with the leapfrog. Beautiful back elbow finds the mark. That could be a way to knock out a tooth of his opponent. Shoulders down, Cian kicks out.
Nico Bell a bit more experienced when it comes to one-on-one matchups on the Tamashii stage. Devin usually a factor in tag team matches here. He'll be looking to prove himself, especially when the eyes of the world are on this event to see who will be crowned our inaugural tag team champions.
And Devin may be having second thoughts. He wanted this showcase, but he did not want a series of right hands right to the jaw.
Referee Dan not really in a rush to get Devin out of the ropes for this one.
And after the pendulum served Devin up time and time again, mercifully he tumbles through the ropes to the outside, finally getting some distance between himself and Nico Bell. Referee Dan Wood begins to count. Of course, this a New Japan Pro Wrestling sanctioned event. Cian Devin will have up to a maximum of 20 before he must return to the ring.
Devin obviously a bit disorientated. It'd be smart for him to use this time wisely to recover.
And hard to blame him being disoriented after those right hands found their mark time and time again. Back on the apron and immediately into harm's way. Mare wants to see the suplex. Nico Bell in a position to give it to them.
Nico's clearly feeling extremely comfortable here.
Devin slips out of the grip though, looking for a waist lock.
What a back elbow from Nico, off the ropes. Hands him high.
Bell dropped throat first over that unforgiving top rope. We call it a rope cam, but of course actually under that protective covering, that's a steel cable.
Absolutely, being hung up on the top, that'll drive all the air out of your throat, close that up, make it hard for you to catch your breath and get back into this matchup.
Devin sees damage may have been done, looking for the cover, gets himself a 1 count. Going to have to do a little bit more than that to take down Toothless Nico Bell.
See, Devin, he's drinking in this moment. He knows he has eyes on him as a solo competitor. It's such a rare opportunity for him. He's got to take advantage of every second he can. Drink it all in, kid.
It appears the target is clear, the midsection of Toothless Nico Bell. Devin time and time again landing with those shots to the abdomen. And Bell now doing his best to initiate a brawl in the middle of the ring, but one shot from Cian Devin, the decider, covered out. Bell gets the shoulder up, but all the momentum has been sucked away from Toothless Nico Bell. Cian Devin firmly in the driver's seat. How will he capitalise?
Maybe spending too much time jaw-jacking here is Devin. He's got to take the crowd out of this. He knows they're not going to be doing him any favours. He's in there against one of the fan favourites here in Tamashii. He needs to focus on getting the job done and getting Nico's shoulders down for that 3 count.
And Nico focusing on reversing that suplex, finds success with one of his own. Is this the moment for Bell to battle back? Both of these men exhausted, flailing around like fish out of water. Margaret rallying behind Nico Bell. Devin back to his feet with the help of the ropes in the corner. Oh, and Bell looking for a splash. Nobody home. Devin building momentum.
This is where Devin gets so dangerous. He can't let him build this kind of momentum.
A back elbow finds its mark. May have knocked loose another tooth. Earning himself a 2 count for his troubles, but crucially not a 3. Nico Bell still in this one.
Ten minutes.
A physical matchup, 10 minutes and counting.
Both men wearing the scars of this battle. Nico clutching at his neck. We saw Devin doing the same thing just before. Oh.
And again, the attack to the midsection. Bell hung up on the top rope. And now Devin dragging Bell away from the ropes for the cover. Wanted to make sure that if Bell was to kick out, he would have to do it forcefully, physically, would not be able to get a rope break. And when the focus has been on the midsection, every one of those kickouts must be absolutely excruciating.
Oh! But this is what has made Nico Bell such a fan favourite, his never give up attitude. He's got such a deep reserve of stamina. He kicks out time and time again. He's a very hard man to keep down. Those who can deserve the win, and Nico makes them work for it, and Devin's having to work for it right here tonight.
Listen to the impact of these roundhouse shots. Bell blocks it.
Huge exchanges happening here.
This is the sort of matchup that Nico Bell wanted. Throwing down in centre ice. The gloves are off. Let's have it.
This is that European style that Devin brings, that hard Irish fighting background, mixed with Nico's...
Here we go!
Oh, they're teeing off, David!
It's a hockey fight, well and truly a Cold War!
Nico's looking to get the better. Oh, boy. Nico's taking off the tape off his hand.
Nasty back elbow saves Cian Devin in the corner. What an intense exchange of strikes we just witnessed. These two men slugging it out.
These two men are going to have to dig deep into the playbook to pull out a win in this one. Neither of them giving an inch. Now this is unusual from Devin. We never see him go up high. Oh!
Massive power in that shot. Anti-air from Toothless Nico, who it appears may have split his lip. Blood pouring from the mouth of Nico Bell.
That's not going to slow this man down. That's just going to motivate him. You see it right there. Nico Bell is the standard for New Zealand dojo graduates.
Bulldog out of the corner from Toothless Nico Bell. Raises a fist in defiance. The taste of his own blood has only exhilarated this young man, who finds his mark, driving the point of the elbow right to the jaw and earning a 2 count for his troubles.
What a warrior is Devin to kick out of that. He got put under a lot of pressure early in this matchup. He managed to turn things around, and just when Nico seems to have it in the bag, Devin manages to pull the shoulder up one more time.
But how much longer can Devin survive as Nico Bell lines up his shot? The tooth collector looking to knock some loose here with the toothpick, and Devin avoids.
That huge Claymore kick has been so successful in the past. What a kick to the face. Oh my.
2.5, but it was not 3, Cam. Toothless Nico Bell able to kick out after Devin kicked for goal. Just about took Bell's head off with that one.
Oh, Devin is spent. You see him dropping to his knees in frustration there. He's got momentum on his side. He's got Nico lined up for something. Fireman's carry. Looking for that Celtic cross.
Bell with a roll-up. Great counter to the Celtic cross. Could not counter the gutbuster. And again, Devin into the cover, hooking the legs.
Oh my goodness, you got to think right now, Nico, he's trying to suck in air. He's trying to breathe and get his composure back. While he's doing that, he's also inhaling all that blood that's trickling in his mouth.
And we saw the blood. We assumed it to be a busted lip. It may be a broken rib. That could be internal bleeding. This matchup has been so physical as we cross the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes remain in this matchup before it goes to a time limit draw. And with the way things have been so physical, there is no chance these two have another 15 in them.
That is a tight sleeper hold that Devin has on. His forearm tucked perfectly right against the throat of Nico Bell. Referee Dan in perfect position. Bell could be out here.
The arm and limp. Dropped twice, once more, and it's over.
Could be out. No, no.
A last burst of adrenaline from Toothless Nico Bell. Back to his feet, breaking free of the sleeper with the help of the corner.
What ring awareness from Nico Bell.
Bell driving his own body between the turnbuckle pads and smashing Cian Devin face first into the top turnbuckle.
Nico's grasping at his throat. Oh!
Devin dumped over the top rope. He's clutching on.
Skin the cat!
kick over again! If the first one didn't connect, the second one certainly did. And now Nico Bell's not done! Oh my goodness! Vaulting body press from the top to the outside. You heard it as clear as we did. I'm gonna kick his teeth in.
Here we go. Nico Bell's feeling it.
Devin dazed after that body press on the outside. Turns around and eats a toothpick. Cover.
Here's your winner, Toothless Nico
5 minutes has passed.
Eagles